Hi again. So today I'll be talking about a nice thriller for you, because the last few weeks, I've introduced you to some straight up fantasy, some paranormal action, and straight up twisted Disney. But today we're going for, save the world thriller with, some nice little geeky bits thrown in for the rest of y'all to get excited about if you're a bit of a, nerd like I am. So we'll jump right into it. And today, I have you The Six Sacred Stones by Matthew Reilley. Now, this is actually the second book in the series. Weirdly enough, like, most of them, the number correlates to which book it is in the series. He goes backwards from 7, but thankfully these are best read in order, but you can read them as standalones. I actually found this series on the 5th, well, what I thought was the 5th book, when was actually the 3rd, as I was looking for something to fill time between James Rollins novels, and he was recommended. And he's quickly becoming one of my favorite authors, at least, his Jack West Jr. series. So again, it's a 7-part series. We know the hero's gonna live, but it's still so much fun watching them, try to save the world and figure out how they're gonna get out of everything and stay alive. And it's not all, cheery, what's gonna happen, because while Jack West might be, the hero of the series, it is, his series. He's still got a whole group of people, so we're still gonna, are they all gonna make it to the end or not? We don't know. But for this one, the Six Sacred Stones, we actually are following, the first book is been published twice, actually. It's under 7 Ancient Wonders and 7 Deadly Wonders. And this follows up, the event from that, where the world almost came to an end. So far, the series is, it's not some evil group trying to destroy the world, though. There are some of those, but it's basically, the cosmos decided, screw Earth, I'm gonna take them out unless they do something. The first time it was the sun. In this book, the dark sun, it's, the evil twin from Egyptian times, is going to cause an end of the world event. Unless our heroes manage to, find these sacred stones and perform these rituals at the right places at the right time to, counterbalance that power and, save everything. And you'd think everybody would be on board with that, but no, we still have a group of bad guys trying to stop our heroes from doing what needs to be done to keep the Earth from being destroyed by this, evil, just cosmic energy that we cannot handle to absorb, instant oblivion. So we've got our hero, Jack West, and his adoptive daughter, who is, the current line of oracles from Delphi that can read the word of Thoth, which is kind of like an ancient god. And apparently, only, these Delphi oracles can read this language. And if you can't, we're all screwed, because they're the only ones that can read the clues to these rituals and find where, these places are and these mystical magic objects are that need to be found and cleansed and placed in certain places by very specific deadlines or else. So we find her in the first book, which if you're like me, it will bug you, but it's okay. Because we get the first book starts off, the groups already get together and had me looking, thinking there's another novel I missed. No, it flashes back. So it's all good. And start with that one if you can find it. If not, check out this book. It's awesome. We've got them, they think they just saved the world. They get a rest, everything's still good. And Australia gets to, have some nice power and reprieve from everything, since they get to be the ones that save the world. And, at least they're the ones that get the last thing that needs to be done and do the sacrifice for it. So, hey, to the hero goes the spoils sometimes, and a lot of responsibility. They don't get to rest for long. After the sun tried to take them out, now they find out that wasn't exactly a separate event. It was, here's your warning, get ready. After I do my thing, now comes, the dark sun. Since I didn't kill you, that might destroy the world. So they're, they had a little bit of peace, and now, Lily, Jack, and the whole crew that, I love it. It's this misfit band of warriors and soldiers from various countries, big and fearsome, except for they essentially adopted this little girl together to raise up and save. And of course, it can't be all bloodshed and terrifying with some little, 6-year-old. So she renamed them all. I think my favorite one is, we have Bloody Mary, who is now Princess Zoe. Who's, the only girl in the group and her favorite little princess. Because occasionally girls got to stop slaughtering everybody and getting into fights and just, dye their tips hot pink, apparently. Because, what are you gonna do? Or, learn how to handle weapons and do ballet recitals for your family in the living room. So we've got all of them. There's, Wizard, Pooh Bear, Fuzzy, Stretch, the whole bit. And they kind of end up on their own missions and then get called back to work on this together. And we're racing from Stonehenge. There's a, lost tribe in the jungles that apparently are lost for a reason. But, of course there's the, they're ancient tribe. They, they're just cannibals. Don't really know anything. Oh yeah, they do. They've been around for thousands of years. They're, are well aware of what is going to happen, except for they're all for it happening. Either, their god steps up and saves the world, or they all get destroyed and it's an honor. They don't really care. So we've got, and of course, and then you've got the bad guys coming in after them going, yeah, we want to save the world, but we want to save the world and we'll kill anyone that gets in our way. So not only is it a race to save the world, they're in a race to not get killed by other people that want to save it, because everything that happens in this one, they have to find 6 sacred stones and place them after they've been cleansed and gone through some rites. And if you do it, you get a nice cosmic reward of some sort. So it turns out, on the first book, the capstone for the Great Pyramid in Giza is not just, this really cool thing. It's just ancient treasure and beautiful. It's actually very powerful, and it's a good thing the good guys found it, because it plays a key role in this novel as well as part of the rituals. That, we need this as part of something to cleanse, these stones that we're supposed to find, as well as, they need the Philosopher's Stone, which I thought that was just a Harry Potter thing, but no, in this book it is tied to Laozi and Confucius as, being something that they initially found and came up with. And, of course, here's where it gets fun, is we start off, Wizard is in China and he's found, out about this dark sun, and, found an ancient depiction of the Philosopher's Stone and inscriptions about Laozi. And so he has to let our hero, Jack West, also known as the Huntsman, the other one that keeps a kind of creepy name, about, his findings. But no, he doesn't just call them. They let each other know through code. In this case, Lord of the Rings is their code book, and their names. We've got Strider and Gandalf. I'll let you guess who is who. And being a big Lord of the Rings fan, I love it, except for the only thing it bugs me is they do it in a numerical code, and later on they confirm what that code stands for each line, and yay, I figured that out, but we don't know which version of Lord of the Rings, so I can't actually cipher it. I have to wait for them to decode it. Which, geeky little me, I got excited about that, and I went and pulled out my Lord of the Rings book and tried to figure it out. And they also use Harry Potter for it, so yay, this hit all my geek buttons. For my gamers, there's even a reference to Diablo 2, which eventually gets called out by one of the, you know, other characters who turns out to be a big gaming nerd as well. But for those of you that are, like me, big fans of it, you don't have to wait that long. It's very obvious, and it's stupid, but it makes me very happy. So, you know, we're watching race throughout the world. You know, we get to see Stonehenge all lit up, and there's talk of Ramses, which personally I find ancient Egypt very fascinating, so it's awesome that a lot of this ties back to ancient Egypt and Ramses II. So if you're in the mood for a good thriller, you want some geekdom and some history thrown in, yeah. If you're like me and you need something to kill the time between James Rollins novels, I very much suggest picking this book up. It's just, we're racing all around the world with, you know, getting into fights, blowing stuff up, having helicopter chases, and, you know, trying to take out planes with, you know, Humvees. I mean, come on now. What more do you want? I hope they turn this into a movie, even though I know they'll mess it up. It'll still look amazing on screen. So, if that sounds, you know, you want save the world action, explosions, and some geeky comedy and snarky, you know, one-liners, check it out. Drop a line, let me know what you think. And, you know, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you can find out what I've got for you next week. And happy reading. Bye.